Okay, crew, I think I figured it out. I'm being a silly goon. I was expecting it to be a little smarter than it was automatically, and in reality, I think that it does require a little bit of scheduling help. So, the issue was not that the minimum number of teams is set to 4. So you don't have to specify the exact number of teams. That is not the issue. Um, the issue was not the teams, although I did find that you can just put get all teams from division and it figures it out, so that's fun. But the issue was that I needed to go into league schedule and add at least one match day. So let's try that now. Oh. So let's go Saturday. Oh, I think the 1st of September is a Saturday. Nope. The 2nd. Then we'll click on the end dates. Saturday. Oof, man, this is so slow. I was editing on another uh, database without so many changes in it before, and it is much faster. Okay, so we do need to add the number of dates, which I think I can overdo this. So I've got 4 teams wanting to play 4 rounds, which is 12 match dates. I'd like this to be able to expand to a few more than that. So if I'm going 4 times, let's say 8, it'd be 32 match dates. That's not true. That'd be 9 opponents. Let's just try 40 match dates. Let's just try it. There should be enough time for that. Okay, match days. I believe I need to add a little something there too. Hmm. Let me peek back at my notes and screenshots. Yeah, Saturdays. Okay. Let's go here. Yeah. Okay, this is basically just saying like when during the week do we play? We're gonna play it Saturday. On Saturday we're gonna play it. See, the men are playing at 3. So let's put the women at noon. And the alternative time? Okay, that should be fine. That should be fine. Okay, because they might be sharing a stadium, and I don't know whether it checks to see if that's a problem or not. I think that's all we need. I think we're going to be fine now. So slow. Next round of MLS matches at 6:30. So we might be able to test it before then. Also, the issue doesn't seem to be getting both men's and women's rules in there. I think that's okay. I think it's going to be fine. Okay, let's save the editor data again. It is definitely much faster adding new competition stadiums and teams in a fresh database without any edits and then merging it in later. So I highly recommend that, especially because you can walk away while it's merging. So if you're creating a new kind of stack of teams and stadia and something like that, I would definitely do it on another database, a clean database, and then just merge it in. Oh, no, it's doing the little closing thing. Oh, and I gotta change OBS over so you can see. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so because Premier League is showing, that means we have the wrong database selected. Let's see. I think baseline both genders is the one that I was just editing. So let's confirm that. It's weird that it doesn't. I think that's just a UI issue. Let me just try this. Yeah, Football Association, Women's League, baseline both genders. Okay, so even if you change that, it's not going to show the correct leagues in there. Okay, fine. Small database. Here we go. Drum roll. I think this is going to work. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Yes! We did it. Okay, let me just show you all my settings to make sure that the league works. So, going back up to the list level, we've got a rule set for England men's. We have a rule set for England women's. We have the league that I'm trying to use for men. We have the league that I'm trying to use for women. The competition that I'm trying to use for women. This England on top is for men. This England on bottom is for women. If we go into the women's league, we've got the nation. We're just looking at the national rules right now. So all of this worked just fine. We got the women's league here as the division level 0. That's just fine. I do want to change that day of the month, but I'm going to leave it alone for now. The required teams, all of these settings work just fine. You can do minimum teams. You don't have to do max. You don't have to set number. All that's free. You can leave England just totally blank. Just grab all the Englands. Competition level, you could just literally have the competition listed. Match rule, just use rule set 0. That's fine. Rule set 0 you can look at, but don't really need to touch too much if I recall. I might change the discipline rules at some point. Start dates, I think these were default. All good there. If we go into the women's league itself, then under the requirements, 1 year interval, you start year 2000, level 0. These dates worked fine. I'm fine with that. In the stages, league table with just league listed. At stage 0, I called this league and gave it an index of 0. That's fine. General, minimum number of teams 4 works. You don't have to tell it a max. Teams get all from division. You didn't have to tell it how, like, which division specifically. Number of rounds, they're going to play 4 rounds, so total of 12 games. Top team or champion, 2 points for a win, historically accurate. Slightly random fixture order, which will just give us a little bit of dynamism. Number of last match days played on the same day. I could probably uncheck that. That'll be the first thing I'll test. I don't really care. League schedule is the big thing that I needed to add. So you go up to add one league schedule, and I defined that as starting in September, ending in April. I gave it an expanding availability of number of match dates to play. So I could expand all the way up to 40 matches. It's only going to need 12 of them. Let's see how it's scheduled that. We got September, October, November, January. It spread them out a fair bit. There are little gaps in there, right? How many games do I have? Hold on a minute. I think I've got too many games. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we're playing too many games. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That's silly. So we got to fix that. What I'm hoping for is that I could have it just do a round robin and be smart enough to know how many games to schedule. But it doesn't seem to know that. And if you uncheck number of dates, save, we found a problem. Yeah, if you uncheck the number of dates, I don't think it verifies. Also, again, I'm talking to you without showing you the editor. Okay. What I'm playing with is the number of dates here. That's successful. Interesting. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Before it told me that I had no match days, but I do have match days. They're these. And I confused that for match dates here, which is not true. So now if we test it, this should be fine. So, yeah, just going, I think on the league schedule, you need one day or one entry here. And then that entry can have an expanse of days. You don't have to tell it the number of dates, or it will schedule exactly that many. Um, kind of like MLS style, I guess. And then this should govern how many match days. So we should be fine. I'll just confirm this really quickly. Show you how it actually looks. Hopefully I remember to switch back this time if I need to. It's gonna do the whole closing thing. Okay, here we go. That looks good. That looks good. Let's make sure we have the right one. Baseline both genders. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna bring the total player count down. Here we go. Selected 2 leads. Game will start. Okay. Okay, boop. This is Graham's 11. Begin the career. Here we go. Get out of there. Hey. Oh, crap. I think I just saved over something. It doesn't matter. And we have no match date. So that's definitely the issue. A list of dates that are always used in the schedule. Breakpoints, offset dates, ranking level. It seems like I can't do this. I can't let it be flexible. I have to tell it exactly how many dates to play. So does that mean that you can never have a league that changes size? That seems bananas. I want to try something here. Let's do start date, end date. In I want to see if I can change it for a future date. So let's try this. We have 10 for this one. 4 for this one. Then I'm imagining that the slightly random might end up needing to be altered. Otherwise, it's possible that the it's possible that we don't have a perfect round robin. Okay, let me test that then more directly. So I got 4, and then here I don't need 10. Let me do 8. And let me actually put the league schedule. This is a good test. This is a very good test. Okay, we're going to go straight. That way we can really see whether it's lining up the way we want it to. Who'd have thought that just setting up a round robin would be so tough? I had an easier time with the cup competition. But now I got baseline examples for each, so that's good. Test the rules. All should be fine. So I forgot to switch over here for you. But I'll show you before I move on. All right, tests are successful. Then we'll save. I'll tell you what I was doing. I'll show you on here so I can actually let you see. Okay, so minimum number of teams is 4. What I'm testing right now is I'm going to go into the league settings. I'm changing the fixture order to go straight through rather than being slightly random. That way I can really look at whether my test is going to work, and I've got a balanced round robin. Went into the league schedule and I added two dates. The first one goes from 2000 to 2001. The second one goes from 2001 to 2002. So I'm just trying that. Let me drop this to the 20th, which, we'll get there. The first one, I've got number of dates set to 4. The second one, I've got number of dates set to 8. That way, hypothetically, if I add another team somewhere down the line, I could have a different number of teams because it's just looking for the minimum to be 4. So I add a fifth, I change the number of match dates, and I set it off into the future, and then we'll be able to see whether that actually works. So let's try it. Um, I also wonder if that end date is inclusive or not. I haven't really tested that. It's doing the multiple opening thing. I gotta switch OBS back. Okay, let's test. It's good to know what was going on. Baseline both genders. I don't care. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. So let me go on vacation for a year. Choose. Choose the next date. We want to go 2026, September 2026. We can go to the first. I think that was the first available date. So now we wait. This goes pretty quickly though, because there's only this is a tiny database now. There's nothing in it. I kind of wonder if I could make it even smaller. I mean, the smaller you make it, the more changes there are, so the slower the editor goes. So if I were removing like cities and things like that, it's just always going to be a little wonky. I wanted there to be a way where you could just truly have a sandbox, but it doesn't quite work. So better to just kind of create the patches, create the new content in a blank, using the baseline database, and then add them into the blank database or add them into the successive save, whatever else. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Oh no, we lost to somebody. Hmm. 4-2 loss. I haven't been able to get the 2-3-5 working yet. I did try playing it in an FA Cup final, and oh, I got my ass handed to me. um, turns out it's not terribly defensively sound, and we shipped 7 goals. So it happens. But if I could get all the teams playing it, then maybe. The problem is the default formations. The closest they have is like a 3-4-3 or something like that. Um, I haven't seen a way to massively edit that, but it'd be pretty cool if we could. So we're sitting in May. Our trial period's coming up here. We'll be able to see pretty soon. The goal is when we get into September and we look at the fixture list, there should be um oh shit, I messed it up. I should have done 3 and 6, but whatever. This should show 8 matches. We're almost there. Almost through August. Pretty tedious testing all this stuff. Okay, moment of truth. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it doesn't register that new approach. So if you want to change the league size, it looks to me like you basically have to swap out the leagues. Interesting. It's annoying. Well, I don't know. I can't think of anything else to do there. It stinks. Let's go route 1. You can. Hey, get out of there. Oh, I don't have any set pieces set. I don't care. I don't care. Corner kicks were kind of like debated, and it wasn't. I think if the ball went directly over the goalpost for a little while, there was a thing where like it wasn't a typical corner. There's something weird like that where you didn't automatically get a corner kick just because the other team hit it out over the end line. So anyway, all right, well, let's take a look at a match. I've not actually played a women's match yet, so I'm starting at the dawn of the era, the dawn of the entire enterprise, frankly. Let's see how we play with our new gens here. Sure. Skipping, 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 preparing. Here we go. Let's ball. Ooh, holy stutter step. They're so short. Down a goal already. Oh, look at us. Here, what if let's just tell everybody calm down. We could be all right. Steedman. We do get a table, right? Yeah. The Scottish ladies, North British ladies, Miss Grand 11, and South British ladies. Yeah, that's cool. All right, we got them all in there. I just was hoping for a little bit more of an ability to have the league sizes change. And I really can't think of how to do that if I have to tell it the exact number of match dates. And I can't change it from day to day. Or from year to year. You know what I meant. Oh, we hit the bar! I don't know. Oh, we almost had that header. I don't like these flashy goal kicks or goalkeeper kits. So look, yeah, this roof here. I told it explicitly I didn't want a roof on this stand. But it did register not to put anything at top and bottom, which is, I guess, the each end of the pitch. So, ooh, we're creating. Come on, Layla Weir. You got a goal in you. You got this. Buggle is an awesome last name. Cleland. Sparkles? Oh, here we go. Why are you shooting from that far out? You had space. Take your space. No composure. We got to get some subs in there. Let's get Weir in for Liggett. Let's get Steedman in for Leishman. And Turner in for Finley. And let's stop ankle breaking. We can be a little bit more attacking. Ooh. Close. There you go. There you go. Get in there. Get in there. Why are we doing this tiki-taka? Oh, you're through. Oh, you're through. That's a pen. Yeah. Hey, when were penalties invented? Okay, Google. When were penalty kicks invented in football? We hit the bar 3 times.
Irish goalkeeper William McCrum proposed the idea to stop defenders from using foul play to prevent goals near the line. Would you like to know how the rules for penalties have changed since then?
That's so interesting. All right, 1891. William Crum came up with the idea of penalties. Yeah, lay it on me.
Initially, the death penalty could be taken from any point along a line, 12 yards from the goal. Goalkeepers were allowed to advance up to 6 yards from the goal line until 1905, when they were
Ha,
required to
much
stay on
more
the
until
line.
like
The penalty spot we
2015.
recognize today wasn't officially added to the rules until 1902. Would you like to know
Really?
how these early rules might affect your 1888 database project?
I don't think I'm going to be able to edit that if I can't decide the number of teams that get to play. Ah, we shipped their goal. Oh well. I don't want to berate anybody. Let's be encouraging. I don't know how Sparkles didn't save that. Well, down in the league. So one of the other things I wanted to check on the fixtures was whether they were going in order. Wait a minute. Look at this. Saying that we've played 5 matches in the league table. Oh, I think I know what's happening. I think what it did was it's deciding that this is all one season. So it's going to play 4 matches in the first year and then another 4. Interesting. What happens if I go to next year then? It's spread it across 2 years basically. It's so confused. All right. Well, let's put it back. I'm sad. I shouldn't have to define the exact number like that. That's really sad. Also, I didn't give any match dates for the second one, so there's that. Number of dates. So it should be 12. That'll schedule it correctly. And then that should be my baseline for everything. Both leagues working fully, all in. Ooh, Miami's on. And Thomas Mueller. Oh no, Miami's at 8:30. So it's just Mueller right now. DC and Philly. Ooh, I wonder if Cavan's playing. Gonna mute that so I don't get any dings. Okay, so we saved our editor data. We'll do one more test here. Just make sure that everything I'm saying is correct here. I wonder if there's a way to set it so that you know what I want to try? I'll undo this, but you know what I want to try is basically remove this league schedule. Well, hold on. I'm not going to be able to, am I? Hmm. Match rules. Fixture rules index. We don't need that. Fixture dates. Yeah, I thought about that, but again, I would have to. League fixtures. What does this do? Fixtures for a year. Swap venues every year. Randomize fixtures after first year. I think this is just an additional set of rules to add. I unfortunately don't think it will let me just create a flexible number of teams. Stage index 0. Fixture times. I do want to keep testing this. Start day of the month is 1. Start month. September. End day of the month. Sorry, end month. Okay, and then we said they were going to be at noon. So we're still doing the other test first, just to make sure that I got it set up the way that I want it to be with 4 teams, but I really do feel like there is a way to make this flexible. Baseline both genders. Load the database. Load the database. This should be exactly 12 matches per team in order. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, we do have 12 matches, but it's not in order. So we do South North Scottish, then South North Scottish, then South North Scottish, then South North Scottish. That's a successful round robin. Okay, so we've proved we can do it. Now we're breaking it / trying to see if we can expand it. So we've got fixture times. I don't think this is it. Although I don't think it'll break anything. Last season match days fixture date. I found a match date list. It says match date list. Is that right? Zero. Match date not found in match dates list, which would be here. A list of dates that are always used in the schedule. I just want to prove what this is, too. Date. Let's go 1 September. This is probably going to be like Boxing Day. Holy crap. DC's coming out pressing hard. Damn. Okay. Fixture date. Are you done? Location, date, type, fixture, order, stadium, all set dates. What are we doing? Vacation day type, fixture priority, stadium only if on a particular day. Okay, flags, 0 items. Interesting. Okay. So these are dates that we will always use, and I wanted to test if that would end up showing up here. It does not. Okay. Okay. Um, so then I think there's nothing here. This does nothing. Well, it does something, but nothing that I care about. So, interesting. General. Huh. It also didn't follow my instruction to go straight through. So that's odd. Alright, it's fine. I don't think this is going to do anything. Fixture times. Maybe. Schedule. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. Um, let's roll it back. This league fixtures thing, I don't think we need it. Okay. Okay, I'm almost certain that this is working just fine. So, we're going to record this and back it up and move on with our lives. I wonder if I can deactivate the whole stage for certain years. Certain years it's got one stage, other years it's got other stages. Let's look at that. Stages. Okay, no. Stage index. No. What is other stage rules? Stage actions. Group. All right, I need to back this up. So I'm going to back this up, and then I can play around. So we've got, I would now say that this is the 1971 patch, or the 1871 patch. So baseline both genders is the 1871 patch, and I'm going to call this version 2026.2.21.001. I think it's done. Okay, let's get rid of all of these and let's play. So what happens if I set this up as a group instead? For all groups. Schedule for all groups. All right. I don't think that's it. So I'm going to say good night, and I want to watch some football, and I might research this a little bit.